weakness. You hear me? But to the media, ask more real questions to them, man. How about we get to the real weakness of the team? Ask them about them trenches, what are they prepared and plan to do, dog? Oh, next up, a little detour in this live, a little detour. We're going to get into Ivan Pace later, but first up, breaking news, the Minnesota Vikings signed Duke Shelley. Duke Shelley. I'm going to get into the article in a minute, man, but they signed Duke Shelley. Now, how I feel about Duke Shelley, I have my questions. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to say it's a splash shiny. Duke Shelley is who he is. Who is he? Who is he with the Raiders? So it's a reason he's no longer a Raider or whoever he played for, dog. Now, you can't deny the fact that the first season of the Vikings, when Duke Shelley came in, played versus the Bills, he stepped up, had a solid season, performed well in some areas. But Duke Shelley has weaknesses as well. He's a smaller cornerback, definitely feisty, definitely determined, love his heart, love his integrity, love the way he fights, the effort, no fear, dog. But Duke Shelley is a small corner on the smaller side, dog. And we've seen Duke Shelley get beat. Is he an elite a cornerback? That's the big question. Can he contribute? Is he that same corner he was during the first regime of the Vikings, first regime? That first season, that special season, even though that playoff was piss poor, but is Duke Shelley, can he give you the same type of contributions, dog? Period. Is he the same cornerback or is he on a decline? It's a reason he's not signed or wasn't signed by another team. You hear me? No, it's all good. Kumbaya, Duke Shelley reunion, but Duke Shelley needs to come in to not only just be a pine rider, be a depth chart guy. Can he play? Can he give you great quality time? That's my whole thing, dog. No more just fill in guys. You hear me? Fill in the roster. Fill in the depth chart. Can everybody on that depth chart produce and ball if their name is called, their number is called, dog? That's what it's about. You hear me? Point blank, period, man. We're talking making history here. We're talking about the Vikings being potential Super Bowl contenders one day. Ain't no time for the games, dog. You hear me? So I ain't going to get all crazy and elated and say, oh, Duke Shelley's back. Duke Shelley's back. He's going to be a starting corner. He's going to be locked down. He wasn't locked down when he was here. Let's be real. He wasn't locked down when he was here. He ain't been a lockdown corner his whole career. No, he had one solid season with the Vikings. Now we got to come do it again. Who's to say he does it again? Or if he can do it again? You hear me? Period, dog. Wish him the best. But at the end of the day, man, I don't want to hear about nothing. Nothing until these guys show something and produce on that field. They strap the pads on, lace them cleats up, and get after it, dog. Now, am I mad about Duke Shelley? Hell no. It gives you more depth. Heavy. I love the way Duke Shelley played when he was a Viking, like I say. But is he the same guy, bro? Do he bring that same tenacity, that same skill? And let's not forget he's undersized, dog. Period. Don't want to get caught up too much into the size, though, etc. Look at Ivan Pace Jr., etc., etc. If you can play, you can play, dog. But there's a lot of questions about Duke Shelley. But the reuniting with Duke Shelley, it's all good to me, you know. I'm happy about it. It's all good. I'm here for it, dog. I'm a good move, solid move. It is what it is. But he got a lot to prove, dog. And just as he was just because he was a Viking before and the way he performed before, I'm not just going to crown the man and say he's going to be that same caliber corner. Nah. Period. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the article, matter of fact, though. While we at it, let's see what's really up with it. Let's see the details of the details. Let's see the details of the details. Come on now. In a second. Duke Shelley in the building, huh? Duke Shelley in the building, huh? So they said they signed Duke Shelley. It should be on here, right? Duke Shelley real? Let me know. Is the Duke Shelley real? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it. Here we go. So Duke Shelley is officially back. Here we go. Y'all know me. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Give me a second. Vikings signed former cornerback Duke Shelley. Says senior editor Craig Peters. Craig Peters, huh? Let's see. Shout out Craig Peters, huh? Minnesota. Duke Shelley is back in action with the Vikings. Wow. The team announced the signing Tuesday, bringing the cornerback to Minnesota, where he appeared in 11 games with 5 starts in 2022. Shelley recorded 30 tackles, 22 solo. Like I said, I love his feistiness, love his tackling ability, love his heart, dog. He's not scared to put his head in there, but you need more. An interception and a career-high 8 passes defended for the Vikings and added 1 tackle on special teams. The pick occurred at Chicago against the squad that drafted him. He returns after spending the 2023 season with the Rams, appearing in 11 games for Los Angeles. Okay, he was quiet last year, right? Was he quiet last year? Shelley, 27, played college football at Kansas State and began his NFL career as a 6th-round pick by the Bears in 2019. He played in 30 games for Chicago from 19 to 21. All right, that's pretty much it. So Duke Shelley is a Viking, dog. Duke Shelley is a Viking. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm saying, I'm not going to go crazy about it. So he was with the Rams. He was with the Rams last season. Did he get a lot of tick with the Rams, or was he just a backup? You know what I'm saying? Now, if the Vikings did this move just for depth chart reasons, I get it. I understand it. But like I said, I'm not going to go crazy with Duke Shelley. Got a lot to prove. There's no guarantee he's going to come be that Duke Shelley he was first season with the Vikings, dog. How he showed out in Buffalo. You hear me? Every season is different. Every season is different, dog. You know, expect the unexpected, right? But don't be surprised if Duke Shelley is just a body in the depth chart. Huh? Just being realistic. You hear me? Like I say, he was quiet. He was quiet with the Rams last year. You hear me? I didn't hear no Duke Shelley noise coming out of Los Angeles Rams territory. Was Duke Shelley even a starter for the Rams? I don't think so, homie. Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know in the comments if you know what's up with Shelley. Like I said, I'm not mad at the sign and not mad at all. If we're just looking at depth chart purposes, all good, cool. But I want to see guys who can come in and really get in that rotation and bang, you hear me? And bang, you hear me? Yeah, who can really put up a shut up in that rotation, dog. That's what it's about at this point. Anything else is what? Null and void, you hear me? Makes no sense, dog. What we talking about here? Huh? But shout out Duke Shelley, man. He is a Viking again. The Vikings reunite with Duke Shelley. Wish him the best, you hear me? Next topic, man. Ivan Pace Jr. Shout out Ivan Pace Jr. Let's get right into it. Y'all know what it is. You got questions, comments, man. Hey, fire them up, man. You hear me? We got one more segment, Ivan Pace Jr., dog. Let's get to it. We know about Ivan Pace Jr. We respect Ivan Pace Jr. Hey, news is, word is, he will be the green dot. Man, that boy proved everybody wrong, man. But he still got a lot of work to do. So let's get into it right quick, man. Happy, let's get into it right quick, man. Bam, we here. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Make sure we on. Boom, bam. Let's do it right here.